Hello, gentlemen and lady, and welcome to Why MMOs Fail. Instead of telling you why MMOs fail, we'll talk about things that make MMOs good. Like candy. And kittens. Part 1. Graphics and Art. Believe it or not, graphics are extremely important to any video game, but especially so to a multiplayer online game. Let's take a look at Super Mario 64. Wait. I thought we were talking about MMOs, but wait. I'm just trying to illustrate a point. The graphics are animated. It looks cartoony. But because of this, the game still looks good today, and graphics don't impede you from playing the game. Let's take a look at another game from that era, GoldenEye 64. A lot of people say that World of Warcraft's graphics are cartoony, or animated, and it takes away from the experience of the game. I defend this, because the game has to look good on a multitude of systems, and for a very long period of time. Mario 64, World of Warcraft. They're old games. World of Warcraft was released 7 years ago, but because of the way it looks, it still looks good today, and the graphics don't impede from the gameplay. Not only this, but the graphics look good even if the computer isn't that great. Blizzard is actually a genius of the computer gaming industry, because all their games that they ever release run on almost every system imaginable. Let's take a look at this bell curve. When Blizzard releases a game, everyone can play it. Almost everyone. Now, when other MMOs release their games, only this much of the population can play it. And only this much of the population can actually enjoy the graphics in the game. Part 2. Gameplay and Content. I've played many MMOs in my life, and most of them don't seem to understand that controls are very important to the game. When I press a button, I expect something to happen. If this does not happen, something is very wrong. It's horrifying. Many survival and horror games actually take away controls from the player to make it really fucking scary. Take, for example, Amnesia. Oh my god. What's going on? Let me get off the floor! No! Oh my god! Or Resident Evil. Oh my god, there's a zombie! I really hate zombies. Let's backpedal. Okay, why did the camera just change? Oh shit. Die, zombie, die. MMOs also don't understand that when you make animations for spells and attacks, make sure they look really good. Because if I'm going to be looking at these animations for the rest of my MMO life, they better be damn good. Otherwise, I'm going to get bored or annoyed by them very quickly. Believe it or not, content is important in a video game. Imagine playing Halo, and for 10 hours straight you drove a warthog down a dark tunnel. And then you called up the company and they said, well, we were intending to put gameplay into those 10 hours of gameplay, but we didn't have time, so we just left it in there. And then you just think to yourself, why didn't you just get rid of it? Why couldn't you have, lowered the level cap? Or made the world smaller? Or put in more quests? Yet for some reason, MMORPGs think it's okay to release their games when they're unfinished. When you have to go out there and grind for 10 hours straight, you instantly lose the desire to play the game. Thus your MMO fails. Part 3. A social community. Believe it or not, Blizzard is the only MMO that has successfully succeeded in parts 1 and 2. The reason why World of Warcraft grew to be such a large game is because of its community. And a community is the most important part of the content of any multiplayer online game. Because no matter how many developers you have, whether 10 or 10,000, you will never match the amount of content that your community can make. People create content, not only videos and creative art, music, and fiction, but they bring themselves, their experiences, their stories, their adventures. And when you make a game that brings these players together, it becomes not only an adventure for themselves, but an adventure for everyone. Think about it. What dragged you into your first MMO? Was it the actual gameplay? Or was it part of the community? Did you see a video? Or did your friend drag you in? A lot of MMOs seem to forget that a community is really what makes a video game great. Now, when I look towards the future of MMOs, I see a bright one. There is hope on the horizon with several new MMOs being released and expansion for the behemoth that is World of Warcraft. Mists of Pandaria actually looks like an interesting expansion, but it all really comes down to execution. The promises are huge, but we shall see if they deliver. Star Wars: The Old Republic does actually look like a promising game. The gameplay is very familiar, the controls are tight, and the animations are smooth. And, of course, Star Wars has a very, very large community that's been around for about 30 years. So we'll definitely see a very successful game. Will it be better than World of Warcraft? We shall see. But the game I'm really looking forward to is Guild Wars 2. It's the first MMO in a long time that's deviating from the standard. They're eliminating quests, and they're looking to push the community together. But I am looking forward to this game, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. This has been Sift the Giver's reasons for why MMOs fail. I want to hear your reasons for why MMOs fail. Please comment below.